Hello, Jasmine Rose here, coming to you from my beautiful temple here in Brisbane. And yeah, it's new moon, or just about. We're in the dark moon now. So I feel a beautiful freshness and transition into the next lunar cycle. And it feels really timely, actually, because we are just getting underway with the Shakti Yoga teacher training. And I want to share a little bit more about it because the applications are only open for 3 more days. We're about to have our ceremonial opening of the circle next Saturday. So mostly in this video, I actually want to share about some of the practical side of things, the nitty gritty. So this training, Shakti Yoga, is the feminine yoga practice that I've created and have been teaching for many years now. That's really the fruits of my deep journeying with the sacred feminine, with the womb, with the goddess over the last 10 years. And it's such an honor to impart and to share and to initiate women into the feminine mysteries through their body and to create sacred space for that exploration and that unfolding to occur in the unique way that it does for each woman. And yeah, since last year, sharing more the art of teaching as well as the deeper embodiment that it takes to be a facilitator of this work and holding this profoundly transformative 9-month journey that, as I said, we're just getting underway for 2022. So what this journey entails, it's firstly a commitment first and foremost to one's own embodiment of these sacred teachings. So I'm really creating a container with a lot of structure and support to be able to journey with these different themes in each of the 7 portals that we enter into during these 9 months together. And these frequencies or energies that we journey with and connect with, we are exploring through embodiment practice, through devotional tantra, through sisterhood. So it's a very interactive training. I only have space for a circle of 13 women in total, including me. And there's a few places left for this year's intake. So it's very intimate and interactive. So it's not the kind of training where you're going to be like just sitting there at home and doing your own learning and not actually bringing yourself and showing up, because that's part of leadership. It's like it requires us to be seen. And this doesn't mean that you need to be an extroverted kind of person. I am absolutely not. I'm incredibly introverted. And there is this gift that we can give through our own interior explorations through these practices that we can then bring through when we create a sacred space and facilitate this awakening of Shakti, this deepening embodiment of the feminine, even if we are more inclined to be more, to keep to ourselves more. So I just want to speak to that because I know a lot of women who are attracted to my work and who practice with me are more that way inclined. So don't feel that that is a deterrent or a reason not to be in leadership. If anything, I feel like it's really important that women like you are in loving service to other women, because these teachings and what is being shared here is so essential and important. So the 9 months is, we are actually all around the world. So there are an incredible circle of sisters who've already stepped forward and gathered in this journey. And we are meeting up online for now, twice a month. And there's also content that you work through in your own time. There's an incredible reading list of really inspiring and activating books, so much wisdom And these are the kind of books and teachings that you don't get in your ordinary yoga teacher training, right? Because most yoga schools are coming from this lineage of, like Patanjali and the Bhagavad Gita, and, with all respects to these sacred texts, they weren't written by women or they don't speak to the experience of a woman and being in a woman's body. And that's what this training brings. It's like, how do we honor the fact that a woman's body, the female body, has, this incredibly complex and yet like intricately designed reproductive system that is not just for reproduction, but that is actually an incredible source of Shakti, of creative power. So we're really nurturing and cultivating that through this training. And this is a certification. So there are certain requirements for the certification, including there are some written questions for you to journal on in each of the 7 modules that they're about 5 to 6 weeks each. You also get paired up with another sister, and we'll be meeting up with her 7 times during the 9-month training to enter into a dialogue, and I'll be giving you prompts for that. And that's really, really powerful. It's going to be the same sister for the whole journey. So what happens, what I've noticed other times I've run things like this in last year's training, is there's incredible bonding that happens between the sisters, and we are each other's medicine. So it's very interactive, the way that we weave together. And you're going to be really, really supported in the energy of this circle by each other and by myself. You also receive 3 one-on-one sessions with me during this training. And towards the end, I'm going to be giving you plenty of teaching assignments. So this is really, really practical, as well as being incredibly mystical. So towards the end of the training, or it may be that we end up scheduling the retreat for early next year, it's to be confirmed, that we get together for a 7-week intensive in person. Last year, we went to Majerba, beautiful island just off the coast of Brisbane, and we had the most magical time. So that is something to really, really anchor in the flesh, these beautiful teachings and practices of Shakti Yoga. So there are a lot of details on my website, teachshaktiyoga.com. You can also write to me, but as I said, we're about to close the doors for this year's intake. It will be the only intake for this year. So make sure you get onto it. If the call is feeling alive now, there are payment plan options. This training is really reasonably priced for the value and for what you get. And yeah, so I just want to inform you that the door is open, that we're ready to welcome a few more sisters into the temple if the time is right for you. So I look forward to receiving your application. Just head on straight to that website, teachshaktiyoga.com. The application form link is right at the bottom there. I look forward to hearing from you and sending you a lot of love on this new moon.